back to another video, and today we are back with another week at the Premier League predictions for game week 23. There's some more exciting games to look forward to this week. First I'll go through the results from last week. Obviously I do the prediction for Jack Harding. He beat me 2-0 last week, after I beat him 1-0 the other week, so he got revenge back on me. So right then guys, let's get into the first game of the video. The first game is Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Well, both of these teams lost last. I watched Villa play against West Ham. Villa looked pretty poor, to be honest. And Arsenal lost to us. Well, they kind of got pretty. I do kind of feel for Arsenal. They had two sending offs, but the second one definitely wasn't. Well, it definitely was, but the first one was. I don't think was a sending off, but the second one was. Except the first penalty, the first yellow card, the first challenge was should have been not a red. It should have been a yellow card, but still a penalty. So he did kind of shot themselves in the foot, but when they were dominating us. So I think personally that they should have only been down to 10 men for that game. For this game here, I do reckon after Arsenal losing to us, I think that boosts their confidence down slightly, and it really will hurt them because they've got no then over this game. They'll have to have inexperienced goalkeepers. So I reckon here that Villa will win. I'm going to say Villa to win 2-1. So we're on to the next game now, which is Burnley versus Brighton. Two teams fighting for their lives in the bottom end. Of course, Burnley have lost the last two games to Chelsea and Man City, where Brighton have picked up two massive wins against Liverpool and who's the other one now? I'll have a look now. Let me have a quick look for you guys. I know it was Liverpool was the one, but I'm not actually too sure on the other one. It was you've beaten Spurs and Liverpool to drift them away from the drop zone, moves them up, gives them a big advantage of the drop zone, and moves them away from the drop zone. Here, I do reckon both teams will have to settle for a 1-1 draw, so that's why I'm going to say a draw. So I'm going to say 1-1. So our next game now, which is Newcastle versus Southampton. Well, this is a game for both teams here. Newcastle, how did they get on? Did they just beat Everton, didn't they? Yeah, Newcastle did beat Everton, but they just lost to Palace. And Southampton coming off a 9-0 defeat to Man United. That's the second time that's happened in 2 years now. So that's really going to hurt Southampton. They had one academy player sent off in the second minute, but that was a definite sending off. But even though they went down to 10 men, they still shouldn't be losing 9-0 though. No way. But the second one, apparently they got Jan Bernard sent off, but the appeal for it Southampton, and they've taken the red card away, so they would have gone down to 10 men. Here, I'm going to say for both teams, because they both need the points, that it's just going to be a 1-1 draw. So we're on to the next game now, which is Fulham versus West Ham. Fulham just lost last, and West Ham got a big win away at Villa as he won 3-1. Jesse Lingard getting 2 goals on his debut on his loan spell from Manchester United. Both times these two teams faced last time these two teams both played ended in a 1-0 win for West Ham, where Fulham missed their penalty. What is it with Fulham with penalties? Here I cannot see anything but a West Ham win. So I'm going to say 3-1 to West Ham. So Fulham 1, West Ham 3. Just can't see any way for Fulham here. Right, on to the next game now, which is Manchester United versus Everton. Well, Man United coming off a 9-0 win to Southampton, so they'll be really up for this. Where Everton have just come off. Yeah, I think was it 2-1 win against Leeds? I think. Look, yeah, Everton just coming off a 2-1 win against Leeds. Yeah, I do think it'll be a very close game, but I think United are the favourites here. So I'm going to say 2-1 to Manchester United, but you can't write off Everton though. Right, on to the next game now, which is Spurs versus West Brom. Well, Spurs have won the last 3 games. They were poor against Chelsea last night. They were dreadful. And West Brom losing to their relegation candidate, Sheffield United, who are bottom of the league. If West Brom can't be them, they're sorely down. I think everyone knows they are going down though. Here, I do think Spurs can bounce back, but I don't think it'll be a very high scoring game. So I'm gonna say 2-0 Spurs anyway though. So right, next game now, which is Wolves versus Leicester. My team versus Wolves, coming off a 2-1 win against Arsenal, with Arsenal going down to 9 men. So we turned the game around when they went down to 10 men, and then before they went down to 9 men, we had got a second goal. And Leicester, what did they just do? Yeah, Leicester just coming off a simple 2-0 win away at Fulham. So both teams will be up for this game. We always do pretty well against Leicester. Last season, we drew 0-0 to them twice, and we stood to beat them twice, 1-0 on the opening game of the season in our second season in the Prem. Then Donker's goal stood to make it 1-0 to us, and in the second game we faced Leicester, the other goal stood. So personally, my favourite moment when we played Leicester was the 4-3 win where we scored in the 93rd minute. Then we look last. Who should have got the winning goal last? Yeah, and Willie Bolly's goal had never been allowed for offside. So then Donker's goal should have stood in the first game, and then Bolly's goal should have stood in the second game. Last time played Leicester, it was a 1-0 win for Leicester. Pretty boring game, except Roy Patricio saved one of Leicester's penalties. It was boring. Yet Leicester got pretty lucky to beat us again. We've had luck against us all season, apart from Arsenal the other night. Here, if we would have lost to Arsenal, I would have said something like 2-1 or 3-1 Leicester. But here, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. So right, to the next game now, which is Liverpool versus Manchester City. Oh, how do I go for this one here? If Liverpool want any chance of winning the title, they've really got to beat Man City here. Can I see Man City getting a famous win at Anfield? I can't see them winning, however I can see it being a draw. So I'm going to go 2-2. Right, to the next game now, which is on to the next game now. Let's go on to the next game now, which is Sheffield United versus Chelsea. Well, Sheffield United coming off a 2-1 win against West Brom in the relegation 6-pointer. Can they beat Chelsea? Well, last season they beat Chelsea 3-0 at Bramall Lane. But you're playing against a new manager in Thomas Tuchel, and you're talking about this season. Here, I can't see anything but a Chelsea win. However, because Chelsea haven't been conceding any goals recently. However, here I can see Sheffield United getting one. Can Sheffield United stay up? It will be hard. You can't write them off, but I just think it will be very difficult, and I don't think they will be able to. Have you seen how many points Brighton are ahead of Fulham now? It wouldn't surprise me very shortly if Sheffield United, West Brom and Fulham all go down. Get announced as going down. Here, so I'm going to say 2-1 to Chelsea. So we're on to the last game now, which is Leeds versus Crystal Palace. Well, Leeds coming off a 2-1 defeat to Leeds coming off a 2-1 defeat to Everton, and Crystal Palace coming off a 2-1 win at Newcastle. So both teams will be up for this game. What I find with Leeds here is one week they can absolutely smash you, then the next week they can be on a bit of a slump and lose. So here, I'm going to say 2-1 to Leeds. So right, so next game now. Right, oh yeah, we've finished with my predictions. Let's go on to my friend's predictions. Jack Harding. Right. This is what he said for the first game. Aston Villa versus Arsenal, we went 1-1. Burnley versus Brighton, 0-0. Newcastle versus Southampton, 2-0 Saints. Fulham versus West Ham, 2-1 West Ham. Man United versus Everton, 3-1 Man United. Spurs versus West Brom, 3-0 Spurs. Wolves versus Leicester, 2-1 Wolves. Liverpool versus Man City, 2-1 Man City. Sheffield United versus Chelsea, 3-1 Chelsea. And Leeds versus Palace, he said 2-0 to Leeds. So right guys, that will be the end of the video now. So if you did all enjoy today's video, do give it a like, do subscribe to the channel, and also turn on your notifications every time I make a video. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a good one guys. See you all around. Bye.